just before we move on, I wanted to ask you what it's like actually dealing with having been in prison for so long.
Mm-hmm.
What does that take a toll? Like how does that mentally affect you?
Yeah, it did myself. Without I don't mind saying that, but you don't notice things in yourself. So I found, especially because I always used in later sense, you just wanted a single cell all the time, like most people. And then when you're spending a lot of time by yourself, you get out and you come accustomed to that. So that's exactly what I was like when I got out, and it put a lot of strain on that with like relationships and things. I've been like with a girlfriend, I go downstairs and keep on the couch, and like you try explaining that to a woman, you're saying it's not you, it's me.
No,
I
get that. I get that.
They take it the wrong way, don't they? But it's it's otherwise that. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep around people. Really weird.
No, it's not weird, man. It's not weird. It's what prison does to you, especially if you've done a considerable amount of time.
I remember an old friend saying to me, and he said, when you come out that big sentence, you realise you have to have them times to yourself.
Listen, I didn't do as long as you. I did about 9 years behind the door, even to this day, sometimes I need time to myself. Like I just need my own alone time.
Yeah.
It's just a thing, innit? I don't think it's weird. It's just...
No, I feel the same. And mine was much shorter than both of yours.
Right.
So having done a long sentence, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your art helps you with dealing with these kind of emotions out here?
Yeah, I think that prepared me for art, because I think being an artist can be quite lonely. Do you know what? Like I said earlier, when you spend hours painting by yourself, some people probably can cope with that, but that's probably like trained me up to doing that in its own way.
Yeah,
that sounds therapeutic to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, yes.
Yeah,
because you have to you're with yourself, innit?
I'm with yourself. But imagine that you're creating something at that time as well. Where you're by yourself. So
no, that's.
Thank you for sharing that.
Innit? Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. Like just talking about spending hours at a time with yourself and you're painting, like what does it feel like in the moment when you're creating a piece?
The zone. Yeah. Sometimes it can take you a little while to get there. So you start painting, it might be an hour, where the things are going through your head, and then when you've got in that zone, it's where all the magic happens. You there. It's hard to explain, but you just become fixated in that painting. Then nothing else. World War III could break out and it don't matter. Do you know? And that's, I think, when you really find the inspiration, when you're in that place, everything just comes together. Yeah.
There's a piece I wanted to get into, and this is the piece right now. So for those that are just listening and not seeing this, it's a Coke bottle, like an old school classic Coca-Cola bottle with a knuckle duster to one side, a silver one, and then a golden knuckle duster leaning up against it. For me, it's gripping because the knuckle duster almost seems, the one that's leaning against the Coke bottle, almost seems like you could reach in and grab it. The detail, really vibrant, really, really realistic. Yeah. Talk to us a bit more. Explain why you picked these objects to paint.
Me personally, I think 3 good things. This is my own personal opinion, so I won't say no major art critic or anything. But if you can have a good concept behind a painting, something that you can talk about, that it's skillfully executed, it's quite well painted, and third of all, it's cool to look at. Yeah. So if you got them 3 things in a painting, I think you've pretty much
that's the combo.
Cracked it. Yeah. So idea with that, a lot of people have seen these and they think it's like pro-crime, when they see the knuckle dusters and things. And I use different objects, different meanings behind stuff. So knuckle dusting, this would be like forces. It does give a reference to my criminal past, the criminal past of the artist. But with a force, and it's Coke bottles, when you see in my paintings, it's consumerism. So it's the forces of consumerism, and they're where the knuckle dusters come back into it now. It's like everything's commodified. Do you remember that little chat we had earlier when we said we pay for the air?
Yeah.
Well, they even like commodify violence, don't they? Because you think what a lot of films you watch, and it's sort of like glorified, and it's there to entice people, you know, and it's all for money at the end of the day.
Boxing,
Yeah,
UFC.
Exactly. But even just a lot of Hollywood. So it's where they've even commodified that in a sense. So that was my idea behind that. Not just like Van said, just how everything becomes a commodity now, you know.
The detail is amazing.
But they have a Coke and a smile. That was an old Coca-Cola slogan. Some of me titles for paintings, there might be a little tongue-in-cheek, or, you know, have double entendres or whatever. But yeah, sometimes I can be a bit cheeky with somebody titles.
And this one's called
Have a Coke and a Smile. Yeah.
All right, so let's go into another piece.
This one's my favourite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is it your favourite, Jules?
I just think the trainers look amazing. They're just wicked. Again, realistic. So we've got trainers, we've got like a chain, but a clock chain running over it, a rose, a card, and handcuffs. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Again, you've made it that. Is it 3D? Are we talking 3D shape, like style, where you've got like it at the front?
That perspective.
Yeah.
You've got that like really well. Look how the green, the stems are going through the handcuffs. Yeah. And I just think it looks really good.
To be honest, the picture don't do it a lot of justice. If you saw the painting, it's a lot better.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a big painting as well. I think it's about 5 foot long.
Wow. Yeah, that would definitely have an impression.
Yeah.
And for anybody listening or watching, please check out these paintings.
Yeah.
Where can they check them out, Kevin?
On my Instagram, I've got a website as well, but on my Instagram has most of them, so that's Kevin Devonport Fine Art. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The pocket watch.
Yeah, I mean, this painting itself, it's part of a series. It's called the Tarot series. So I use a different card for each one, and the trainers represent myself and the movement through life. And
I love that.
In it.
The little pocket watch, I mean, and the handcuffs, they're quite often objects that I use as well. But it's captured that moments in time, and it's just like, well, something we all experience love at one time or another in our life. Yeah.
Wow,
I've done quite a few cards. It's going to be like a career-long project where every now and again I'll do one of these cards. And
in the series,
because the tarot, it's a good little set of art itself, because all the human experiences are all in that deck of cards.
Okay.
You know, something we all experience.
So it's got a lot of subject matters for you to paint.
Yeah, what everybody can relate to in their life. I think with my own life journey, it makes me a better artist in a sense, because experience life. You know, I mean, what artist? You have that perspective on life. Everybody has their own perspective, but if you, I'm a lot different than your average artist because of my trajectory.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm going to see things in a lot different way. So,
and just going back to the conversation about how your art progressed out here and how your career started to progress, what kind of happened after those first few little moments?
Do you know something? I think I saw something on Instagram, and it was Assembly House where I've got studios now. Seeing that I'd just come out of prison, it invited me down on a residency. So let me paint down there for a few while. So it's like a little artist commune there. I think now it's grown since I've been there 5 years now, almost. And it's grown. It must be, I think there's close to 70 artists there now, you know, which, so I've seen it like grow. And same again, when they'd opened a new space up, I got like first dibs on a studio space there. And then a few other little things happened. I think, I got a bursary off the Tetley in Leeds. They give me £1,000 to do a painting, and then sold a few paintings, started exhibiting more, and things just took off. Not something that not what I expected at all, you know, so it was just like a path opening up and walking down it, not like something that I'd planned out.
How important was it to get that bursary? Like how important was that support?
Oh, that was really good. Yeah. I say quite things just seemed to happen a lot more from there as well. It got us out there quite a bit, so yeah, it was quite good because they put quite a lot on the socials and that about that, and Yeah, it gives that bit of exposure. Then I got quite a bit of press coverage and stuff with some of the charity work I was doing. Yeah, and it just like one thing after another, it like snowballed.